Hello and welcome back to episode 76 of Unknown to World Known. We're back with Roma, and today we're going to be playing against Juventus and the first leg of our Cup semi-final against Atalanta. And then tomorrow we've got the following two games, which is AC Milan and Atalanta in the second leg of the semi-final. So we'll run through what's happened since you were last with us, which was the games against Fiorentina. So it's actually been a bit of a disappointing one since then, in that we drew 2-2 with Genoa in a game that they really did smash and grab us, and then Lazio we lost to just one long ball over the top, and then we couldn't break them down, unfortunately. So we come into the game against Juventus in a little bit of unusual form. We've been very good recently, picked up our first loss, and hopefully we can try our best to not pick up a second loss. Let's go and see how we're going to try and prevent that happening. So we're going with a lineup today of Varinha in goal, Montanari, Fran, Ibanez and Retsos as the back four, Cersei and Pospech in midfield, Maynard on the right, Rodrigo through the middle, Victoriano on the left, and then Wilson is up front. The reason we're going with Restos and Montanari, they're more defensive fullbacks than Angelino and I forgot his name. I'm dreadful for this. But we're going with more defensive fullbacks in the hopes that it can let us hold firm against a team like Juventus. And we're playing a bit cautiously. Ball through has found Wilson, who, oh, that's a horrendous shot. That was a good chance to get us a 1-0 lead early on. And Wilson has absolutely smashed it wide of the post. Let's encourage them. We're just going to hope we can keep going in this, and we're 1-0 down. That's a little bit at Varinha. I think he should probably be holding that if I'm being brutally honest. Nothing annoys me more than a goalkeeper getting a hand to a ball. Oh yeah, that looks even worse from there. Varinha has absolutely bottled that one. Montanari's now got a problem, so Giglione's going to have to come on. We're going to demand more. And I'm half tempted to go up to balance. Thankfully, Fran headers it away, and Rodrigo ends up going backwards to Giglione. And we're playing it out calmly from the back. Find Retsos. Ball forward to Victoriano, who goes past his man, and he's got space to run at. Although Wilson has not kept up with him, and Victoriano is forced to go for goal there, but really because nobody was with him. In that type of position, you want to see Wilson getting in the middle alongside him, and unfortunately, he just wasn't there. Agostino now with the free kick, and that's a very good save from Varinha. Said that deserved to be a goal, not with a save like that, it didn't. Agostino now with the ball in, Victoriano heads away. It's gone back to him, and this time the ball in, Cersei heads it back to him again, and Ibanez finally dispossesses him, but then clears it for a throw in. And you'd like to see it going a bit further away from the goal than that. I'm going to tell the goalkeeper that I'm not happy with his performance because I'm not. That was a very savable shot. It just went under him, and that's what I find most annoying about it. We're going to go up onto balanced. They're recommending bringing Pospech or Eze off. I think we're going to have to because you can't have two midfielders running around absolutely knackered. Pospech is having a really poor game. We'll send Fernando on. I'm looking at Rodrigo and Victoriano, but the problem with them is they are game changers, which I never like to bring off some players like that because they so easily have that they can have a poor game but have that one moment. And Victoriano's been tackled. It didn't look like harsh calling it a foul. I think it was outside the area though. The referee's going to go and have a look at it, and most likely it's going to rule that it was a foul outside the area. One thing I don't get is why this gets checked on VAR, like by the referee, because this is the type of thing that VAR would decide itself. Yeah, free kick outside the box. Wouldn't VAR decide that themselves, that it's being given outside the area? I don't know why there's a need for them to go and check it. What's happening here? Okay, we just had to watch the goalkeeper. Now he's gone and booked the player. Do you not know that he'd walked off? And now we've got minutes to go. And Wilson has not had a good game. We're going to send Arif Genser on for the last few minutes just to see if he can nick a goal at all. Rest us with the long throw. It's gone towards Arif, but it's headed away. Cersei and Ibanez now exchanging the ball. And it's a poor ball to try and find Victoriano. Ibanez is on the ball now, and it's a ball forward. De Ligt easily controls it, and they start to play out from the back. They're passing it around Arif, and he's just isolated. He can't close anyone down because he's alone. And we've got 5 minutes left. And this, I'll be completely honest, if we lose this game, I think... Oh, ball forward finds Arif. Arif has scored, and it's 1-1. I was just about to say, if we lose this, I think that's title race over. If we can get a draw, it's probably over, but it's not over. And a fantastic ball from Victoriano. Arif finishes brilliantly past the goalkeeper. And, oh dear, we're 9 points behind them even with that. I'm going to tell them well done because I need to get the morale up ready for this cup semi-final we're about to go into. But 9 points away and they've got a game in hand. I think the title race is over. I think Juventus are running away with it now. But what we need to do is try and make sure that we can stay inside that top four and get Champions League football for next year. We're back with the Atalanta game. And we're back now for the game against Atalanta. We're going with Varinha in goal. Giglione comes into the back four alongside Varnia, Ibanez and Angelino making his return to the team. Cersei partners Fernando in midfield. And then we've got Maina on the right, Miani through the middle, Jota on the left and Wilson up front. There's quite a bit of fitness issues going into this game, so hopefully we can get around them and have a good game despite it. Obviously, semi-final, first leg, probably the most important thing in this one is make sure we're still in it going into the second leg, and then hopefully finish it in the home leg would be the ideal situation here. We've got a throw in on the right hand side. Yes, Giglione throws it forward. Wilson doesn't bother to challenge for that, and now Moro is in behind, and luckily Varinha makes a save. We're going to fire them up, and let's have a quick look at here. We're going to try just going a bit more standard. Angelino's going to launch this one into the box, and it's caught by Safonov, but you would have thought one of the players in there would have been able to challenge him a bit more than they did. Varnia plays it out to Maina on the right hand side, who brings it back into Cersei and exchanges the pass. Maina's got Wilson in the box, and Wilson heads fantastically into the top corner and puts us 1-0 up. An away goal as well, of course. Fantastic cross from Maina. And Cersei exchanges the ball there. I thought he was going to go inside to Miani, but instead he decides to cross it in, puts it wonderfully onto the head of Wilson. And what we are going to do on that basis is just drop the defensive line back that little bit. Morrow with the corner and Silas heading just wide of the far post there. I don't like that we've got both our centre backs on yellow cards. That's something we're definitely going to have to sort out. They seem to have had more control of the game since I dropped that line. Maybe we push it back up and lower the tempo again. And let's go and have our halftime talk. Tell them not to get complacent. Gonna tell Varnier and Ibanez to focus, try and make sure they don't get that second yellow. I think with 25 minutes to go, we're going to bring one of them off. And it's going to be Ibanez for Fran. And then swap them over. And we'll get back into it. Just because I can't risk both of them being on those bookings. On the bookings. Jota has had a really poor game. We're going to send Arif out on that left-hand side. Because Jota's just a nothing all game. Silas plays it back to Branco. Good block from Giglione there. And it breaks for Mena, who looks for a long ball forward. Wilson is in behind. Oh, and that should have been a goal. When you get a chance like that, you really expect them to be able to finish it. We're looking at Mena and Cersei both struggling for fitness now. I think we'll bring Cersei off for Sergio Gomez. Just to see out these final 15 minutes. We're going to drop down to cautious and drop the defence back again. They really have been, well, I say all over us, but they also haven't really showed any highlights of Atalanta attacking. I'm going to eat those words now, aren't I? Fernando dispossessed there. Gomez with a fantastic tackle, but it still breaks for Silas, who plays it through for Morrow, and he's missed. I thought that was going to be a last-minute 1-1. We escape with the 1-0 win and a 1-0 lead going into the second leg, which is obviously our home game. So fantastic result there for us. And we're going to be straight back with the Milan game and the Atalanta game in tomorrow's episode. And hopefully we can find our way into a Coppa Italia final. How did the first leg of the other game go? We haven't seen yet. We'll update you on that at the start of the next episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, comment down below if you think we're going to manage to get through to the final. Is the title race over? And subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.